They've really been popping off, but this one for me, the reason this is so interesting is just seeing the adjustment that ZETA were able to make versus PRX in the previous series, and just how impressive it looked as well. PRX obviously starting off on the attack. See how they decide to approach these early rounds here. And similar, we've seen this set up over towards B site from ZETA as well. No pressure coming through towards B main, a much deeper hold.
Yeah, SugarZero could be first contact potentially. Not alone though, and Depp's gone for a little bit of an exploration, but the timing window might have just evaded him. Potentially could have caught this cross if he'd lingered a little longer, but not to be. He's gone and supported the rest towards that B site. But you can see that PRX are looking for opportunities, and they're not really being given too many as it stands. So starting to force the hand a little here with this A lean coming out on that. Again, if they do commit like that, would have been a problem, but actually they're slicing through middle. Forsaken looking for the fight, doesn't quite get it yet. And still eyeing up that ace. It looks like a crunch. Yeah, the wall's gone up. It's full commitment now. Who is all alone towards that side? Is surely Laz. How much he's going to get out of this? It looks like he's dead to rights. He is. First blood drawn. He's going to get things started for PRX. Twan comes in. This split is gorgeous, but they're fighting for that territory back in middle.
They've got 3 bodies here, 4 behind this wall now, so be Mind Freak to hold down the other side of this wall here. Yeah, the first damage comes through, but he's actually found there.
Devi, though, still deadly! Just delivering damage! 3 back to back! Welcome to the show, the stage is already theirs. Free, and then still having that nice backup plan, but a stack coming in for ZETA. So again, see if they get anything here, if it gets felt out early, already going to be a pixel out of play. So PRX probably aware that there's something, but let's see if the kills come through. They are in a bit of a pinch, but again, superior weaponry, no light armor, nothing really apart from Laz and SugarZero doing some work. That should be really about it. 10. I mean, that's not bad, and he's just shoulder peeked another. He knows what's up. Double face. Nicely done by PRX. Now, damage-wise though, Mike, it's not bad. We'll explore that. All right, Forsaken is the one that's going to catch my eye this round, joined by Benkai as well. Both of them having the rifle here, going to mean that this bonus is a little more deadly. It's got a little bit more venom to it, so we have to see if it finds what it wants. Crow's got contact towards middle, has to fall away, respect the pressure. Noted Forsaken, but he's got so much to deal with. Quick dispatch towards Forsaken, and 10 hyper aware. They've adjusted well to this mid pressure, and this looks clean as you like. Okay, well, you've made me a liar, Laz, but that's fine. Benkai still stands, and it's 4 to find, though.
70 HP again. Approaching closer and closer. SugarZero to find it as well. 4 survive. That's big here in round 3 for them to...
Yeah, and I think something about ZETA as well that we have to identify in the notes.
Hey, let's play.
Any headphone given, but no, incredible scenes. I mean, I think it does characterize what people have been feeling with this team is, you know, the underdog who's really had its day. Now, outside of that, though, we do have to look bigger picture eventually. For now, though, we do have the purchase and a quick fight. There was one by Forsaken. The deadly duo is someone that I want to look at as well, which one part is Forsaken, the other is Jing. So if those two start finding that form that we know they are synonymous with, I do get a little nervous, obviously, for ZETA here. But for now, we carry on as per. Wall goes up. Always seems to have a plan in mind, and the spike will be planted. Yeah.
Oh, completely unnoted.
No, he's playing way ahead of the curve. They have no idea of the timing they could have had. He's going to be able to get a punish. Where was the communication? Depp goes down. A mistake has happened, and Jing just under the skin for now. SugarZero and 10, where are you in this? All right, SugarZero, I mean, you've got wall after wall to get past. You're going to have Depp back on his feet, so they know that at least there's still 2 around middle. Devi is here. Ball goes up. Mind Freak's found 10. Mind Freak's found another. And now it's just SugarZero in a 1v3, and there's no time for it. Devi was watching it, waiting patiently.
Yeah, I mean, you notice the communication not there. Finds the first one to Crow, able to slip around here, but it's almost like Depp was half expecting it. Really strange, but I mean, at that point, round 10. Yeah, the tag's coming through, but Forsaken's open up elsewhere.
Yeah, it does go for 10 there towards Benkai, and I actually don't mind that spot with the frenzy. Maybe a little one and done, but you're just trying to slow the roll. Maybe allow time for that hero rifle to hit the right site. Looking at what guys, Forsaken going to be the tip of the spear. As best he can, actually gets sent away. The wall going to keep them safe for now, and I do say for now because that is being contested. Forsaken going to try and get him anything to fight with as well. Doesn't have much more beside that. What's post plants like? It's not too bad. You still at least have Mind Freak standing, so there is going to be that deeper element to this post plant to clear, and Forsaken looks good for it. Actually,
Well,
no, 10 with 2, how have you found that? And a tap on the spike, the ult goes up, and 10 embodying that hero rifle, but Mindfreak, there's no way you find the timing on this, right? You are irrelevant surely to this round. There it is, goes a little short, the defuse is in, and ZETA finding their second here.
We're a little deeper, maybe than anticipated, but 10 goes absolutely huge. And again, it's so aggressive to swing here. I'm not sure if this is just total awareness of almost baiting PRX in to do the same. But, I mean, the difference here being, I think PRX are a little more willing to dig deeper to find these kills onto site. Depp actually posted up now.
Look at the stack
It's a
behind
triple
it.
stack.
Yeah, and they're not backing at all. 10 still sticking around, as is Laz. Sharp already is 10. But PRX know that there's more problems here to try and work out. Laz gonna be forced away, now you're down to 10. And they re-aggress, they re-swing, all three of them swing back onto B-Long. That's beautiful work. Depp chimes in with one as well, leaving 3 alive. And PRX are getting 4 on every single front here. Now, there could be a slip in mid, so keep in mind on Mindfreak if he does get to kind of work around the back, but I think the trap just got dealt with, so instantly they address it. Mindfreak on the punish, though, finding Laz. Overextends towards Kitchen and tries to close the gap. The res comes in, and we're back to a 4v4.
That's it, Mindfreak. We're going to tag by the recon there, but no spam coming through just yet.
He can cut rotation.
He can indeed. And Spike's already making his way towards A-Launch. Sugar Zero actually with a swing through. You see it by in position to punish that. And 10 now. He's just going to miss Mindfreak on the way out.
The timing.
Oh, he's not!
No, he's not. He caught him on the way back through, and it is 10. Finds Mindfreak, so now they can freely hit that rotation, not worry about the dagger in the back, as the 3v3 should begin. But again, a little bit of an early play. Crow got over here in time. Jing's been caught, and now it's 2. Benkai and Divai. Op still in play, but only 13 seconds. It begs the question, can they even get this plant down? The chip damage didn't quite do enough to take Benkai out of the round, but Depp's going to instantly close that gap. The wall's still in play, and Benkai looks to punish, waiting on the other side for the reveal. Oh, 10 on the punish of it as well. This retake is on the money so far. Divai, you've been denied vision, line of sight, any capability to deny this defuse. You need to back away and keep that operator. ZETA are bringing out an incredible game right now, Mike.
The timing there is just excruciating in mid. Mindfreak just half a second away. Everyone towards rafters, towards heaven, but timing perfect from 10. And it's so weird to just see them want to re-aggress onto B main here, especially noting the setup. First is spotted on the drone, the second and the third, both pinged on the recon bolt.
I've got to say it as well. What a time to come alive for 10. He is on a mad tear right now. Just instantly quelling any nerves. Because you stepped on the stage, it's a different atmosphere. They hear the steps on the other side. Laz knows someone's at least going for a little jump peek. You do see someone's clearing close here. They do only have frenzies, and they have a little bit behind it, as well as that operator. Not too much, though. Oh, dear. This could...
What is this?
They have no idea. They have...
Depp, what?
Depp's just left in the trap. It's a trade out eventually. I don't think he can filter the weapon back, but I'm sure he wants to, sticking around a little long as Device still alive. And he's meant to be the danger man. Laz, though, still on it, and 10 by his side. They are standing tall here, and that could have been a disaster waiting, and it just wasn't. Cleaned up in the end for stand, 4 found.
I mean, if it's one of the players with a weapon, that could be a completely different story. But you can imagine what Depp is just like, how the hell is he there?
That scares me, that does. A player who feels comfortable on these stages. Depp going walkabouts. You're seeing ZETA starting to feel out the game a little here, and predicted, considered by Mindfreak. Aware of the chance, but Depp's not relenting. He's going to carry on to check this. And it's quick. Think of the timing of this one. And again, they're so close to each other on these timings.
That's actually going to feel a lot of the heat here. I think that initial shock dart actually just to address his TP on site potentially. So the end goal being B site. Laz got himself tucked in and still safe behind yellow just now, but he has to deal with the recon bolt. He's going to be pinged and Divide punishes it.
Zero, I think you got noted then. Just on the shoulders, Peak still does take Forsaken down, but it's really good trades from PRX. Nice spacing. Everything they wanted, they're going to put up the... Oh, and it's sloppy from Jing there.
Yeah.
Crow's going to pick that up for what feels like free, even though it's certainly not. And now the 3v3. Res invested, Sugar Zero's here. You're going to have an insta lockout. And actually one right back at him. They're buying time on either side. Divide, though, still going to be holding the line, but Vision has been slightly taken aback. But look at the absolute array of utility that litters the ground. That spike can't be touched just yet. Divide, just quick as lightning, takes down Sugar Zero. Oh, a double! Benkai! He's found two! Deb can only do so much as Divide is the one to close down the round, and we're seeing PRX fight right back.
A little bit, knowing full well he's going to be the one playing potentially very close contact here.
That's a quick timeout from ZETA that's just been called in as well. I don't know if it's to identify this B piece that they've now been presented.
It's just so squishy. It's just like...
PRX did just get the last. Bear in mind they did win the pistol and the follow-up off the back. So, gonna see how the scoreline's been molded. Already PRX showing full intent towards this A side. Not really much of a default to begin with. It's committed and it's good. Divide pins down Laz. That should be the go signal, and the follow-up is so quick from Forsaken. And just so, it's
in the spawn.
Yeah, I'm calling this round off already. I'm starting to think about a save because you're getting nothing. You've got so much to get through and barely any utility really committed, but Depp still got that ult out, so he desperately wants to bring it into use. One knife goes astray, but he's still got a couple more to play with. Jumps in on it. It's not good enough. It is not good enough. PRX. That was a beautiful round.
Absolutely. And just what the doctor ordered. The prime gaming flawless here. I mean, Laz the only one struggling. No tour de force available, but again, the first pick. And look how deep Forsaken is willing to go. Second kill comes here. And within like half a second, he's in the spawn. Swinging it. Yes, it's 2 misses onto 10 with the operator, but it's pressure. Exactly. Exactly.
Battlefield, Mike. As we are old. True. Very true.
You've just shown your age, not me.
I think my face shows my age at this point, mate, let's be honest. But the young guns in the server, so prepared for this already, and it looks like a similar scene here, right? Rinse and repeat. The difference is Laz stands. A quick trade out, Jing with a swing. And now Divide still prowling. He knows that Depp wants to be here, right? It's like, mark your man. The rest comes in. What can Depp do about this? Yes, Sugar Zero's on his side, but again, Depp's been found. PRX bringing just, again, perfect execution. Could not compound the kill to make it a double. And this is just clinical work from PRX. Just finding that lovely composure to the hit. All goes up. Now they know where 10 is. They just pick up the frag towards Mindfreak, and this would be a 1v3 beckoning. Spots the close. That could be a free kill. It is. But look at Jing moving around so that could have been.
He's still found the tag again.
Okay.
For it.
Get out of my way.
And Laz, again, let's see if he's...
Jing's posted.
Yeah, he's absolutely on this. Now, the timing could work out
Mindfreak's
here.
all the way through.
Yeah, Mindfreak's already...
What?
He slipped the net so perfectly. He's behind the wire. But
what?
Depp. Okay, you're going to check that, are you? Fair enough. And the response from Laz in kind. It's the 1-2 punch and they go down, but PRX still exploring towards middle. Jing, it looked like he was so ready for this. He hears this noting of Crow, but it's not just Crow, it's Sugar Zero. And they go for the cross together, and they die together. Crow9 and Sugar Zero down, wall goes up. He keeps his life. Jing still fighting the good fight for PRX. He's still doing the damage.
What?
Jing's immovable in mid. And now where's Laz in this sweating bullets? And she's already on the case. This guy goes down, turns for a second. Vision depleted, Divide right back at him.
It's like he doesn't care about anything. I mean, this is inside the first one here, but then just this adjustment here to still find the kill onto 10 is just beautiful.
Play, let's play.
Pop the ult. And away we go. This time you're going to see the adjustment. ZETA with a quick lean towards this A side, going to leave only one towards B. It's a 4-play stack essentially here. And PRX have shown they've got the money before, they've got the goods, but 10 this time at least can deliver the first. Takes down the individual, the one who's left a little bit further right. 10. Finest of margins between these two, and this is the most pressure that I think PRX have felt on this hit so far. And look who's going exploring. Mindfreak's looking for options. Now, there is a player given this role to deny this. Laz, his duty right now is to try and find this, and they might miss each other like ships in the night. And it's still hitting the side.
TV will be hurt here, but the hit comes straight through. Forsaken and Benkai.
Oh, it's Forsaken there. Again, the pressure is unbearable, and ZETA are cracking under it. Laz and Sugar Zero, there's a man behind the lines. They had no idea that Mindfreak was there. And now it's Sugar Zero and a Spectre. This would be heroics of the highest kind, and it's not going to happen. PRX look good. That last bit of the first half, I'm scared. Genuinely, I'm scared.
Absolutely. I think ZETA actually stacked up here. Oh, Divide's actually going to challenge for it. No, going to TP away here. So we'll give it up, but it kind of plays in Forsaken. We'll be in a position here, and actually Divide's still going to deal with the drone. So Forsaken unnoted as of yet. Depp still seemingly aware though. plant comes through. Actually, the timing's perfect there.
Yeah, Devi is still delivering though. You can see this guy is just going to be pumping damage, it looks like. Takes one away, that's Crow removed. But they are in the post plant, so at least they have the time on their side, and the limit, Sugar Zero just getting taken down to half here. And what's going to be the component of this retake? Already the start. Mindfreak trying to hit the swing, but it's Jing the one who delivers. It's going to be Sugar Zero who goes down, and they fall away from Yellow. Have to give up some space, and how are they going to contest this now? What? Yeah, what are you going to do to stop this? Nothing. You got to just sit there and watch as the round gets taken away from you. Yeah, as soon as they fell back, as that wall went up, you just feel like you're watching a calamity. There's not much you can really do about it. You get kind of, really, it's just, oh, straight back into it, boys, don't worry. Right, back to business. And Laz looking to explore middle this time.
A little more restrained, actually, initially here on the second round from PRX than I was expecting, but Device still in position here to challenge deep onto B main. Mindfreak holding on to the upside of the tube here. Lad's going to be forced away, and Forsaken actually might be in a position to greet him on the other side here on the cross. Just in range here, he's going to attack
the HP.
1 HP.
Yeah, so little left, and
Is there to kill? What?
I don't know how.
Benkai.
I have no idea how. On that HP that you still found a frag, that's baffling, if anything. Now the spike's still heading towards that A side. 2 players are over, and Laz is just trying to play his life as best he can. Any time that he can buy, any presence that he can draw out, anything, any small margins, that's his job. Now Forsaken's gone down, Depth's done well, Sugar Zero's combined it too. They are still fighting this out. ZETA, they're not stopping yet, and Laz saw it. I'm so certain he's seen Mindfreak on the other side here. Devi, oh! The hunter becomes the hunted, and there's still hope for PRX in this round. 3 alive, and Crow's HP is super low. And that golden gun in Devi's hand could be the game changer, but the damage on Mindfreak, they've got to know he's there now. How do they dig these players out of these positions? I don't know, but they've got to get a move on. Time is starting to tick away from them, and none of these shots are coming through there. Finally, it starts to crack, it starts to break. There's still one above them, and it's Dep herds them away as Sugar Zero to find Devi. Look, as long as you don't go into a stack, you should be fine, right?
Right?
Hi. Should. But we'll see. I mean, ZETA did well with very little, but again, you've got to look at their bolster now with rifles coming through for 10 and Laz, not to mention Pro, of course, as well. So it's going to be very, very tricky, even with the classics and the shorties. And you can see instantly ZETA sitting quite deep, trying to not allow any of those pressure scenarios to build. Any of these opportunities going to beckon for PRX. They're at least going to get the step on the side. Quick lean out from Dep, going to find one. Trade for Devi. And so far, comfortable enough, unless more spirals off the back of Devi. That's the one that can change this in my mind. The tag's not bad.
That's a lot of damage, though.
All goes up, and this would need a miracle, and Jing starting to pray. He's sitting on this one, but he does go down. Crow's got it.
A weird purchase here, but like I said, Blade Storm, we have to offset that slightly. Zero bringing a Spectre in with 7,300 here.
I don't know if I love that.
Yeah,
especially this
scoreline.
rifle,
man.
Yeah, no one's going to be that mad at you for wasting a couple of hundred. You're good for the sake of the round potentially. And Dep, Laz shut out instantaneously. PRX with a denial. It's sharp as hell from Mindfreak. What a way to close down the account, building through from ZETA.
It's a big round here for ZETA to close the gap once more. Mindfreak with that first onto Dep. What was that?
Unbelievable. ZETA now have their work cut out. They do have at least money to fall back on. They can now ride through the rest of the money they built up early, and the pressure on Dep at the very start here. Masses, 3 players leaning down B long.
Deep they are, yeah.
Yeah. We'll see what the plan is with them.
Well, they feel no pressure here, and
nothing.
See, Jing will pick up the slack towards mid. This is more in terms of what we're expecting here from ZETA. Much slower approach here. Aldro going to clear through, but dealt with by Devi. So Forsaken unnoted as of yet. Much, much slower approach in this round.
So
Jing
tense.
Dancing with death there. And
you
what
see
was
mid.
that?
Yeah.
And Benkai's there to pick it up, though.
Okay, because I thought the parting gift would have potentially come through, but yeah. Instantly found, and they doubled up almost to deal with it. But there's still this presence. Forsaken's gone unchecked. Devi's going to get all the attention with the death grip on towards long. Forsaken finds another, and this is disastrous. This is a problem for ZETA. Looking flat on the default is not how we want to go about this one. And it's PRX starting to feel out the game. The confidence is brimming as it's a flawless round.
To potentially get a little more aggressive elsewhere. I mean, not that they need to, honestly. ZETA slow down here. Nobody from PRX oversteps the mark. I mean, Jing on the cross potential there to be caught, but...
The wayside, Devi though, this man is daring. He wants to try and get involved, but he's going to get the Aldro and has to respect this to an extent.
Trap destroyed.
Trap dealt with here, but the Hunter's Fury going to get popped. On the back of it here,
Oh, and it's found Crow.
He looks to find second Sugar Zero falls.
Benkai from the back lines is incredible, and Devi is unrelenting, still going to stick around a little longer. Finds 10, but does get traded by Laz, but look at what's remaining. It's 2, Laz and Depp. And we said that the gun in Laz's hand has to be the one. And Depp frozen, solid, and they've already slipped the net. Look who's over at yellow, look who's moving. It's going to be Jing behind enemy lines. They have no idea that he's here. If they clear this properly, it doesn't even matter. Benkai's got him dead to rights, and Depp is in danger, surrounded, as Jing is the one to do it. Puts 12 on the board, and PRX trying to book in that ticket to the finals.
Fury finds 2. They're just literally stuck in here. There's so much damage done. That's even another tag coming on. Beautiful stuff from Benkai.
Really is. PRX are a joy to watch. It's unorthodox and it's a little out there at times, but there is method to the madness when you get to see rounds like this. Try and get some more on the board. Try and build up something. Forsaken's living in their minds rent-free right now. He's just walking through mid. Is anyone going to check on this? Hopefully they have players watching, or does he get the timing just right? It's away, and it's a bullet to the brain. Overkill almost, but he's got support. Jing's by his side. The dangerous duo of 2 just deny any entry towards middle, and they are unrelenting in this. Aggression on aggression. They're turning the screws, and Depp feeling real alone right now. Spike left a mile away. And it's all on his shoulders to potentially face the music here. The crest on the corner could be the seal of it. It looks like Jing's already on the prowl. Forsaken may want it. Depends who gets it, but it's probably going to be one of them. PRX looking like the perfect storm today. 13-6.